And good morning from Scotty, Ray, and Candace. It is what day of the week?
It's Thursday.
I had to do hump day all by myself.
I know. I
You-
miss being here.
Did you enjoy your day off and
Yeah, I did. Of course, I work
other places?
yeah. I do hair, so I didn't really have that off. I just had early morning off. But
Hey, and what y'all can't see in the background, she's wearing a Elvis outfit today.
I am. I look like I have wings.
Yeah, he wore
I'll
that.
stand up for you and do the bow.
Is that coming back along with your clips?
Yeah, it is. And I'm gonna sport a banana clip one day.
Yeah.
I am. I'm gonna be the guinea pig for the new banana clip.
So what makes you think they're really coming back?
Oh, they are, and it is all over Facebook, and the women are going wild about it, okay? Everybody's talking about growing their hair back out. I'm serious.
Oh, Lord. Look, we don't have but how many days now to the greatest debate there ever may be?
It's Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Tuesday, the
So-
29th.
Go ahead and get your Orville Redenbacher ready.
Yes.
Get you some water or your Gatorade, whatever you got to have to watch it, because it's going to be really better than the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we were just talking a little while ago about, we wonder, is the last minute something going to happen, and is it going to be live? Is it going to be virtual?
There's a lot of folks say
Yeah.
that Joe's going to be sick right before it happens.
Or they'll have technical difficulties or something,
I don't think he really wants to show, but he knows he's got to.
Yeah, and he'll probably have an earpiece in. Somebody be telling him what
And
to
you're not
say.
supposed to do that, right?
Oh, I don't think so. I mean, I would think not, but who knows?
And that's what Trump originally was saying. Hey, let's get drug tested before that, just to make sure everybody's on the up and up.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's something to think on, but that is coming Tuesday night. And Chris Wallace, who is sometimes leans.
He teeter-totters.
Yeah, that's a good
Like
way to
him.
put it. Kind of like the Megyn Kelly. Now, I don't think he will pull a Megyn Kelly. I think he'll be straight down the middle. He'll have some tough questions, but there won't be, hey, why you hate women.
Yeah, I think it would probably be wise if he was straight down the middle with this one.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot riding on this debate.
Hadn't heard any more about the Joe Rogan one happening, the fourth one. I doubt it does, but
That would be a good one, though. I
It's
think
something
he'd
to
be
think
pretty
on.
good to moderate that. But
yeah. So we've got some news stories coming up in a moment that we'll go over nationwide, some things that are going on locally. We'll check all of that. But next, we'll move to take a closer look at the weather. Right, Candace?
that's right.
That's On the Way with Scotty, Ray, and Candace. As we head out to Collinsville, that's where you'll find the Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville this morning, taking care of business and saving you money when it comes to all your groceries. As the new specials start this week, we take a look at what we got to offer. The blueberries, $2.99 a pint. What a deal on that also. You can get sweet potatoes. If you got a hankering to make a sweet potato pie, 59 cents a pound is what you can get those for, along with cabbage, 69 cents a pound. Also, the mandarin oranges, the 2-pound bag for only $4.99. Boy, those things do taste good. Also, you can pick up on the frosted strawberry toaster pastries from Piggly Wiggly, $1 for 11-ounce box of them. Also, you can get Chips Ahoy, 2 for $5, that 10 to 13-ounce bag, along with ketchup. Man, who couldn't use some of that? $1.99 for the 20-ounce bottle. You can get the Raisin brand Kellogg's, 2 for $5. It's heart healthy. Yeah, a lot of people love that. Some great deals on cereal. Also, you can get the dill pickles, $1.79. You can get the steaks, the New York strip, for only $9.99 a pound. That's not bad at all. Tastes very good. You can get, let's see, wait a minute, I almost skipped out on the fresh whole fryers. You can get that for $1.19 a pound. That's at the Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, along with sliced bacon, the Marat, for $5.99. 24-ounce package there of bacon. Boy, deals and galore there. And drinking water, the purified Piggly Wiggly 24-pack, 3 for $9. You can find that and so much more at the Piggly Wiggly Collinsville. Take that short drive there. Hang left at the four-way stop off Highway 19, and you'll see the Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville. Good folks there. Save you some money. Well, as we begin this morning, we do have some rain going on, and let's dive into what we've got shaking this morning with the weather. We'll start with what the National Weather Service tells us first and then work back from that. We go over to the areas of flash flooding today. Down the center of Philadelphia to the northwest side there, included in this, in the heavier part, Meridian comes in at a 1 down through Clark County, about half of it there, and most of Kemper County, all of Kemper County, and part of Knox will be there. We'll watch this up here in Winston as well today in that elevated threat area of 1 to 2 inches of elevated threat there. So we could get a lot of rain in those areas as we move across and take a look at what else we've got down to really only beta. Can you believe that, showing up on the tropical storms and hurricane thing? And it is in the state of Mississippi there, and we'll take a look at that on radar here in just a moment. As we bounce across here to the temperatures over the next few days, it looks like it's going to be still cool. Next week, toward the end of the week, it'll get really cool. I want to say a high of 71, 72 a week from tomorrow. So temperatures are going to stay down for the next 10 days. Absolutely wonderful. Not going to be a bad day on that temp either. As we look at the storm prediction from the National Weather Service, we show that there's an area here. Now, all of this area has potential where we're in that 1 to 2 area here of rain today. A little section there of Lauderdale County. And let's flip back over here to my radar and pull this up and take a look at what we've got here. Let me pull that up here. Here we go. Now, this is the Storm Prediction Center map that's overlaid over the rain that's in the background there. So this area here south of I-20 here on the eastern edge of Lauderdale County falls into this. So it's over here in the Tuscaloosa area that could get more rain than the rest and follows that eastern side of Clark County. We'll watch that today. We do have an 80% chance of rain, but if you'll look at all of this, you've got a chance there, this whole area here, of getting some more storms right there, being a little bit higher there on the eastern edge of Lauderdale and Clark County, and just a teeny bit of Wayne County down here. So, as I said, we'll watch that closely throughout today. Should something break out, we'll let you know. As we turn that off, let's go in and take a look at what we've got going on here. This morning, the worst of the rain is north of Ridgeland. It's in Canton at the moment, just due west of Carthage, all in this area here. Yazoo City up to Pickens and Goodman area, a lot of rain in there. As we follow that up into the northern part of the state there, a lot of rain up in here also. As you look at this, here's Louisville getting some rain this morning in Winston County, just north of Noxapater. So we move over into Noxubee County, some small showers here on the western side, a little bit there on the eastern side in between Macon and Brooksville. As we come down through Sugarlock, getting light rain this morning. Most of Kemper County getting light rain, a little area around Scuba, but don't worry, Scuba, you're going to get that here in a little while. We move into Lauderdale County, a little bit to the west of Meridian there, and we look out here to see where this is. This is going to be near Nellyburg here, just following Highway 19. Here's Walmart. You move down through here, and a little bit there right around Cicalina there, out by Highway 494. Nothing major this morning at this point. Some light showers as we get down into the western side of Clark County also. So that's where the rain is this morning. Not too shabby at all as we look at these different storms that have come through. What does the forecast call for today? Let's go into that. It is an 80% chance of showers as we're looking at this map. And could be gusty, up to 25-mile-an-hour gust today. We'll get a low around 65 tonight. A slight chance of rain tomorrow. And when I say slight, it is most of the forecasts are calling for no rain, but I'm going to put a 10% chance in there tomorrow. Partly sunny, high reaching near 80. We'll get down to 63 tomorrow night. Not bad at all now. As we move into Saturday, slight chance. 10% chance is what I'll give it. High of 84. Sunday, we'll get a 20% chance of showers. High of 85. So we do have some highs over the next few days that are going to get in the low 80s, but it's still expected to remain sort of cool for the rest of the month there. Anywhere from, say, 72 to 84, 85. Not bad at all. We hadn't touched those 90s now in about 2.5 weeks, and that is wonderful. Let's aim to keep it that way. That's what I'd like to do. So that's where we are on weather this morning, and we'll keep you up with this. Should we get some of this rough weather a little bit later, I'll go live, and we'll break in and carry this street by street up to your home. All that's on the way this morning. Coming up in just a moment, Candace will join me as we come back to tell you more about what's going on, some local and national headlines here at Scotty Ray's Weather.
During these challenging times, there are some things that you can count on every day. One of them is that Rick Justice Automotive will work hard to help you find just the right vehicle. Rick Justice has late model, low mileage vehicles and 72-month, 72,000-mile warranties available on all vehicles. Come see us today, and we'll show you how we've been helping your friends and relatives find the car, truck, or SUV that was right for them. We will earn your business.
And welcome back with Scotty, Ray, and Candace. As we move through this Thursday, the weekend has come. We'll keep you up to date with the very latest with weather as it comes about throughout the day as well. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah, we were gonna bring up the Canton Flea Market. It will be happening.
It's back on?
It is. It's back on. It's gonna be Thursday, October the 8th.
Now,
So,
it was, from what I understand, they went back and overrode the mayor.
I don't know exactly what happened, but I just know that they are gonna continue and have it, and they've got to where all the vendors and all of the people who come and shop have to wear masks.
Okay.
Even though I think it's outside. You know,
so wear your mask, going over to Canton. Roughly an hour and a half from here, about?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've never been, and I want to go, but
You're bound to have somebody that'll take you.
you know, I'd even go by myself, I guess, but I don't know. I guess I probably hadn't ever been because it was on a Thursday and I always work.
I'm going to throw it out there. I think it's a great thing for a newlywed couple to go do. Hold hands and walk through the park.
I bet Kurt would go and he would never even complain. Right now he wouldn't.
Yeah, you ain't even been married till Christmas yet.
No,
he's going to be good till Christmas.
No, he's really good to do things like that.
Like I said,
in
the beginning he will be.
Yeah, well, you know.
That's called having to take one for the team, isn't it, guys? That's exactly what that is.
Well, he is a good guy. I mean, he really would probably go and, you know, maybe there's some manly stuff there, is it? Have you ever been to Canton?
No.
And
you know what? I ain't never going.
Look, I would go to a gun show and look at guns and knives, and I would never complain.
Well, I mean, everybody benefits out of that, but all that other stuff is, and I ain't running it down, is...
You think women would sitting there, every knife looks the same, and every gun to a woman looks the same.
Not every woman now, because some get into it.
Well, I mean, handguns, yeah. Well, I guess some of them do.
See, look at that.
I guess they do.
But, you know, arts and crafts.
Yeah.
They're arts and crafts.
Yeah, I know, but...
It's little pumpkins.
Look, I would always look at stuff and go home and make it.
I can do that.
Because, I was really good about, like, copying something. I could do that.
Take your picture.
Yeah, but now I don't even have time to do anything, so I just try to buy it, you know. But.
Yep, your husband's going. No. Speaking of other things that are happening, this has been canceled. Butler Fest, not going to be going on.
Right.
So if you were planning that, that's October, what now? 9th and 10th.
Mm-hmm. And I've heard that's a really neat thing. I have clients who, some of them have had family that live there or they work there, and it's really neat for the kids, too.
And Butler's not that far off.
Yeah. So maybe they'll reconsider and at a later date maybe have something.
Yeah, let's hope so, because it's always good for the community.
Yeah.
I don't know all the details of this next story, but Michael Bloomberg, remember him? He thought that he could run because he was rich and just outspend everybody and be president.
Yeah, and I remember some little backlash come out on, that he probably didn't expect.
You know, in the beginning, he was never apologized for anything. And then before it was over, he was apologizing for everything he'd ever done.
Yeah, because I think he just thought that he just, had it in the bag.
Yeah, he
just go on in because of his money.
And he outspent, I think, in like 2 months what everybody else spent the entire time. But it didn't work.
No.
Now, I don't know how much hot water he's going to be in over this. This is it bribery or not? It's in Florida to where, and there's more details on the internet if you want to get deeper into this, but he helped pay the fines of convicted felons so they could vote. And the question is that the same thing as going and paying off somebody's credit card and saying, hey, I'll take care of this for you if you go vote for me?
To me it is.
Yeah.
And it's obviously not right.
On the up and up.
No, it's not right at all.
So there could be an investigation coming. Now, we have all learned in America that just because there's a law doesn't mean anything's going to happen to you if you're rich.
Right. And obviously, just because you have a constitution, it doesn't mean everybody's going to uphold it.
No, it sure doesn't. We've learned a lot in 2020, haven't we?
Right, we have.
It still shocks me and of where we are and what goes on in America.
I was just thinking this morning, and this is not going to be a long, drawn-out story, Scotty Ray, but I was just thinking this morning on how the Democrats, and when I say the Democrats or I say the Republicans, obviously I'm not talking about 100% of the Democrats.
You're
but
saying
a lot of on the Democratic side.
Okay.
Especially with this justice, that Trump's wanting to put in,
Right.
This to fill the seat for the Supreme Court justice. It's just threats.
I'm
we're
gonna
going to
impeach
do,
you.
Yeah, we're going to impeach. We're going to do this. We're going to use every avenue that we have to, to
stop it.
You're right. To go against you. And if you think about, what if a Democratic person becomes president? So, okay, the American people, if we don't agree with something, are we going to just get threats all the time towards us? You're going to do this or else?
Yeah, that's something to think on.
Think about that when you go to vote. This is the people who are wanting this office. This is the people who want it, they want this person to become president. And we all pretty much kind of can read into that. Is he going to be there even if he become president?
Joe would not be there very long.
And so then you have the alternative.
So if you're voting, you have to consider who the vice president is.
Right.
Who could eventually be president, is what you're saying.
Yeah, because everybody that's backing them are just throwing threat after threat after. If they don't get their way, it's a threat. Whereas I don't see that on this other side as much. But everybody just think about that when you go to vote.
Yeah, vote your conscience. Who, what, how, and when. Think on that. That's coming soon.
Because, you might not agree. You might agree with these people right now, but if somebody was to become president, that's the way they think about things. You're not going to agree with everything that they do.
No,
they say.
Yeah, no, you're not. And one day we'll get an independent president. I'm sure that will happen.
Right, and as a Republican, we might not agree with everything they say, but I don't, by anyone, and I don't think you or anybody else would want to be threatened.
No.
Do, because you can pretty much probably kiss your guns goodbye.
And you think this one's bad? Wait till 2024, because you're going to have Nikki Haley and a whole bunch of others wanting it.
It's going to be a mess.
It's a throwdown coming.
Yes.
And then will little Trump run?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder if he'd continue. If his dad gets it this time. So.
And speaking of fights that just won't end, the McCain-Trump fight goes on and on and on. And I'm sure you've seen this by now, but I thought I'd share it anyway. McCain's wife endorses Biden. Now, she is a Republican, but she is going to the Democratic side. Why? I mean, whoever's been disinvited to a funeral, Trump was.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I know there was a lot of stuff that he said that, against John McCain, but we also have heard reasons why.
Yeah, Songbird.
So, yeah.
So that's out there. Thought I'd tell you about it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as we go to other stories and things that are going on in America, you have to think, sometimes you don't get all the story in the beginning. But this went down in Iowa. 4 people have been arrested for a murder. The black gentleman was killed. He was kept in a basement for a few days, and then the body taken out and burned. The bottom 2, the older couple, it was their home, and apparently they did away with some evidence. The guy on the top right up here, this guy here helped him dispose of the body. They say it has nothing to do with race, that they've investigated it. So it only leads you to believe that it could be one other thing.
Yeah, like
drug
drugs
deal
or
something like that. A deal went bad. And
it's awful, though.
It is.
Either way, it's horrible. It's just another step on the ladder of the horrible things happening.
Yeah, it sure is. And, of course, yesterday the verdict came down for Breonna Taylor. More protest. No one was indicted for the murder. One of the police officers did get an indictment, but not for the murder. And that's not going to set well with folks, and expect more things over the next few days to come. That ain't over.
Yeah, and like I was listening to some of the news segments, yesterday, and they were talking about body cameras for the police officers, and I guess none of these had any.
They did not.
And if they had, I think it would have been a different.
Yeah, sometimes it'll save you.
Well, I'm not saying it had been a different outcome, but I think that if you'd had evidence,
it takes away the question
because
marks.
supposedly these cops were being shot at.
Yes, by several times, and they've got the bullets where it hit the wall, where it was fired from, to back that up.
Yeah, so it was like retaliation shots, but
and then,
only one, right, was charged, or
one guy.
Yeah.
And then the question of the no-knock warrant was brought up, and they said they knocked. And of course, like you're saying, if you had video from it, it'd prove it.
Yeah.
But it's thick out there. Some tough stuff going on. As we look at things that have been renamed, remember Uncle Ben's Rice? It has a new name. Ben's Original.
Well,
More power to them.
I still don't quite understand the whole concept of changing all the names of all the products and the country
As most
music
Americans
groups.
would probably say that people were trigger happy.
Mm-hmm.
They pulled the trigger too quick on most of this.
Yeah.
Let things calm down and let's think this out.
Yeah.
But that's over and done. What do you think about these next people?
I mean, I think it's a mess everywhere, isn't it?
Well, you got these two. She is an American citizen. He's not. They're living in America, and now they've gone to telling people what they think about politics. Now, they never use Trump by name, but you would have to be blind to not know who they're talking about. And it's a no-no within the royal family to do anything with politics. You cannot give your opinion whatsoever. Mm-hmm. And they're saying it's time for the Queen to go ahead and take those titles away from them.
Well, I thought that they kind of uninvolved themselves with the royal family anyway when they
did,
left.
but they don't want to give up the titles.
Oh.
The prince of whatever he is. Although I don't know what his real title is, but he's a prince of some sort. But they don't want to give that up.
Oh, okay.
They've walked away from all their duties, not doing anything, but they want to go over here, but
I don't see why it should even matter.
I don't care for him, to be
Because
honest.
his brother would
He's
be in
gonna get it.
line before he would anyway.
He's and all of his brother's kids
Yeah.
would be in line before him.
Yeah.
And
So they ought to just go and live their life the way they want to and
Yeah.
don't worry about a title. Because she was just married. She just married into the family.
Yeah,
into
she
the
did.
royal. So she's probably thinking, I'm really not a royal.
I can do what I
want
want.
to do.
the Queen is going to show you.
Yeah.
That's probably what's coming down.
Right.
Now, as you look at things that are going on in the news and you scratch your head and go, I don't get it. There's lots of things with Portland. There's big cities that I really don't know. And this one is another one of these. Seattle is paying a former convicted pimp $150,000 to be the street Caesar. Is that how you say that? Czar.
Yeah.
Because he says that he can talk to gang members and people are criminals, more or less, that they cannot and reason with them. They're paying him $12,500 a month.
Let's just analyze this. Would you trust a pimp to control your streets, even if they did have the?
But here's the thing: you have cops. That's what cops and people that are supposed to handle this.
Right, and I mean, he's a pimp.
Yeah.
Even if he's a former pimp or whatever,
It's a former
he still
criminal.
has that lifestyle, and he probably has done other things besides. I
Yeah,
mean,
we don't know.
Who knows?
But that's what the
wouldn't trust him.
tax dollars are going for there.
It's crazy.
It really makes you go, what?
Yeah, you would defund the police that are trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
There might be a bad apple in the bunch, but get rid of that bad apple,
Yeah.
and and you'd go in the other direction with.
Now, if you want to read more on that, you can go to dailymail.com and read the whole story, and it'll tell you all about that. But something to think on. Wow.
Yes.
As we move to other stories, now this is another one of those where you go, hey, I thought you really didn't like the police.
Yeah. Wouldn't that have been something if they could have answered the phone and went, now, what's your name? Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am.
Now, this girl, I had to look her up to find out who she was. This is the girl that was on Who's the Boss as the little girl.
Right.
And I think she's been in some other, she was in My Name is Earl, and I just don't remember her.
I don't know. It was like three sisters that were like witches or something too.
Yeah. What was the name of that?
Well, I cannot remember the name of it.
But
anyway.
basically, she thinks somebody's in her yard with a gun. She calls the cops, even though she doesn't believe in them, and they show up to help her out, and it was just somebody with an air gun.
Well, this is what I'm talking about too with the defund the police thing. These people just get up there and mouth off.
Oh, yeah.
Jump on the bandwagon of the, what
Defund.
all everybody's saying and doing because it makes them look like they're important, really,
Right.
to me. And everybody needs the police.
Absolutely.
Everybody needs law and order. I mean,
That's what America's based upon.
right. Because you're going to call the pimp.
Yeah, he ain't
You're
coming.
going to call the pimp to control everybody when somebody's beating your door down trying to rob you. I don't think he's going to be there for you, but
We got a mess on our hands.
yeah, we do have a mess.
So that's a few stories that are going on nationwide. A lot calmer back here in East Mississippi and West Central Alabama, though.
Yes, I hope that
hadn't
it
seen
stays
any-
a little
yeah, I do
calmer
too.
like that. Everybody just,
Yeah. So anyway, that's the news stories for today. Remember, don't forget we've got that big debate coming up on Tuesday night.
everybody get ready for it.
Right.
Like he said, get your popcorn ready, sit back and enjoy.
Coming up, we'll recap the weather for you here in just a moment. Thanks for dropping by, and we'll recap that weather for you next. Thanks from Scotty, Ray, and Candace.
Well, as the rain falls, we know what that does. Yeah, it makes the grass grow. Visit our friends at Freeman Tractor. They're on Highway 494 there in the Sicalina community. Hang a left there off of 19 when you see the fire station, and it'll lead you to it. If you're needing lawnmowers, I think they got a shipment coming in next week along with some tractors. Yeah. And I also got Exmark. They've got Skags. And also, when you're dealing with lawnmowers, if you're needing to, well, yours needs some blades. It needs a belt. It needs some maintenance. They got all the parts and supplies that you need to take care of what you got there. See them today. Call them. Drop in. They'd love to see you there. The LS Tractors, as you're ready for whatever comes along, from deer season to taking care of your farm. Or maybe you just got 7 or 8 acres that you need to bush hog. Maybe you need a disc to go with it. They've got all of that. A complete line with all the different supplies as we look at this of the disc. Very, very good stuff there. You'd like it. The Benchy is one of the latest UTV that they've added. The new shipment of these are coming in, I want to say next week also. A complete 0% 60 months. That's a great deal on that. Now, of course, these are very big. They've sold a lot of these right here. If you hadn't seen them yet, that's 3 seats there. Full-grown men can sit on that. That's one of the biggest that's ever been made. Of course, you can get this equipped with the air conditioning. You can get it with heat as you head into the winter months. It'll come with already your windshield wipers on it. It'll have turn signals. It'll have your LED light bar across the front up here. Very, very nice. Easy to do with doors, mirrors, whole 9 yards. When it comes to others, they've got different styles to choose from, different colors, the size that you're looking for. These are the traditional side. They've got them that are 4-door. They've got them that are racing. It's Benchy. They're made in Texas, and they're going to be coming to you at Freeman Tractor. Drop in and see them there. Again, Highway 494. Drop in and see them. They'll help you out. Keith, Steve, been there for many, many years. Friendly face that you know. See them today. They're in Sicalina. As we get back to our weather today, and again, outside this morning, we do have the showers that are coming down. Nothing heavy at the time, an 80% chance and a possible thunderstorm today. High of 78. We could have those gusts of about 25 miles an hour. We're down to a 30% chance. Slight chances of rain over the weekend. And when I say slight, I'm talking about 10%. Our biggest will be Sunday with a 20% chance. Our high is going to be right around, let's call them low 80s, 83, 84. Sunday a little higher at 85. Nighttime lows in the mid-60s. So it is real good. As we go back to look at radar this morning, as we pull this up, we zoom in here on Clark County. We're starting to see some showers around the co-op in downtown Quitman there, around Quitman High School. Cooper's Chapel getting some light showers here. Heavier rain to the northeast of Pachuta there, Beatrice out here to the east of you. As you move on up, light showers through Stonewall. Some heavier rain coming up on Enterprise High School. As we get into Lauderdale County, the southern portion, they're around 59, Highway 45 before you get to the Evangel Temple raining this morning. And then light showers all across Lauderdale County. As you move back into Kemper County, most of Kemper is getting light showers this morning, as well as Noxubee. As you get into the Louisville area, heavier stuff this morning. As you zoom in on this, downtown Louisville getting a good shower this morning. That's some heavy rain coming down. So if you're in Louisville this morning, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Highway 25 through there as you head out. And then we've got some heavier showers over here near Ellison Ridge in these areas. So wet stuff in those areas, keep it in mind. Making some light stuff around Sugarlock, and then up by Brooksville there where the bakery is, some heavier showers. So that's a quick look at what's going on this morning in those areas. Some rain, nothing heavy, but we'll watch that because we do have that chance this afternoon of having some heavier rain, according to the National Weather Service, and we'll watch that closely as we pull that back up just to show you there. Philadelphia, the west side of it, reaching a 2 of more rain, and I think they'll get that. Ours is questionable as to how much is the way the storm goes through, but we'll watch it. Still up to an inch or so of rain possible for the Lauderdale County, Kemper area as well. We'll be on top of it. And again, as I said, should this break out and become a severe thunderstorm warning, we'll go live and follow it street by street up to your doorstep to make sure that, you're safe and you know exactly where all this stuff is. want to say thanks for joining me this morning. It was real nice of you to do that. A big thank you to our sponsors who help us out. Hoopers, Allen, and all the gang now on 22nd Avenue, along with Rick Justice Automotive on North Frontage Road. The good folks at Piggly Wiggly, if you hadn't seen Joe in a while. Lauderdale County Farm Supply, they'll be opening up in just a little while. Freeman Tractor there. Also along with EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Also Graphics Guru, if you need a sign, you need a business card, or your truck, some lettering put on it, that's the folks to see. They can really help you there. SMI Automotive for any truck accessory you need. San Marcos, where there's always a great meal. All you got to do is drop in see Chino. He'll help you out there. And along with Sanders Gas, when you need gas, they'll do that for you. And also, what I've mentioned a couple more times, are you tired of having that risk of not having power? Drop in and see them, and they'll show you these Generac generators that they have that'll automatically turn on and run your house. Very, very affordable. I'll have some pictures of that next week to share with you so that you'll know how it works. And also, Kim's Photography. A big thank you to all of those. Thanks for dropping by this morning and spending, a little bit of your time with me.
Sanders Gas, Sanders Air and Heat is your full-service propane supplier since 1946. We take pride in ensuring reliable, friendly service to our customers. We also provide safety tune-ups related to propane, air conditioning, and heating systems, keeping our community efficient and safe. I'm Chuck Sanders, and yes, we're local.